Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to today's video. It's been a little while since I've uploaded, and so I thought I would share this video with you on what sold this weekend. This weekend was a pretty good weekend for eBay sales and Poshmark sales, and so I'm going to pull up my eBay account here. We're gonna start pulling some orders, and I'll show you what sold. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sales on eBay, and then 7 sales on Poshmark. So a really good weekend. Happy to share with you what sold. First thing, and this encompasses from Friday evening through Sunday night. The first thing we've got here is this pair of Keen Newport H2 water shoes. They sold for $24 plus $10 shipping, and that sold on a 20% off sale. So I had them priced at $34, 20% off for the weekend, and that is where that sale came from. So let's pull those. That pair is number 25. Here's all of my sales here. Number 25, let's go. All right, so number 25 is right here. Nice pair of Keen. This is a women's size 6, sold for $24 plus shipping. The next pair we've got here is a pair of Merrell. I actually just listed these on Friday, and they sold. I listed these for $49, and then ran a 20% off sale, and then took a best offer of $30 plus $10 shipping. So let's pull those. That's number 215. That's going to be down here on this shelf right on top, because we just listed them. I actually didn't even get a chance to cross list these. Really nice pair. They're actually my size, and I thought about keeping them for those camping and canoeing days that happen so frequently during the summer, but they're selling, I guess. The next thing we have is a Google Chromecast. Now this was a personal item that I bought for the house, and we just it didn't work out for us, so we sold it. And that sale came in at $23.19 free shipping. I listed it for $28.99 free shipping, and then they saved 20% off from the sale. And that is in this little bin right here. Pull that out. It weighs less than a pound, so we'll probably send that first class and just get it out the door that way. Next, we've got this pair of Nike Revolution 4s right here. Now these, I priced at $39 plus $10 shipping. They did not sell on any kind of offer. They did not sell on any kind of sale. So they paid $39 plus $10 shipping. That is number 282 according to our SKUs. And these have been for sale for a little while, so I think they're going to be down low. Yes. Typically, as I list things, I put them on the top of each shelf, and then when people buy them, when people buy items, the older stuff kind of falls down to the bottom. So we've got that there. This pair of Nike Cortez shoes I just bought, I paid $4. This was part of a deal where it averaged down to $4 per item. These are $54 originally priced, and I had a 30% off sale for the weekend for my higher price stuff, and then took a best offer of $35 for this pair. You know, you could sell them for top dollar, but I want to move these things in and out quickly. I listed these on Friday, and they sold on Sunday. So this pair is number 228, and these are right on top here underneath these Nike Shocks. Nice pair, also my size, but not my style. All right, next pair. These Puma Thunder Specters, I've had these for a long time. I am so happy to have these out the door. This was part of my personal collection. I bought these from Plato's Closet. Not super pumped about them. $25, $10 shipping. I priced them at $44, 30% off. Took a best offer of $25 plus shipping. Those are number 222. So we're going back to that shelf, and they're going to be down here. It is super dark, but they're right here on the end, right there. These are super comfortable, very comfortable shoes. However, not the most pleasant looking shoes, I guess. Then the last paid item that we have here, I've got a couple unpaid items that just came through. I'm waiting for payments on those. Last paid item here that we have to send out is a pair of Sperry topsider shoes. Listed them at $44, 30% off. They offered me $20 plus $10 shipping. I'm good with that. Paid $5 for these, and that is number 138. Looking here on these little tags that I set up, it should be down here. and right on top, 138. Just listed these Friday. They sold really fast. I don't know what the deal is lately, but things are selling really fast. I'm not even getting a chance to cross list. I just upload and then they're sold. So we have those 7 items there. And now over here to Poshmark. The first item we have here that needs to get pulled is this pair of Vans toddler shoes. I paid $4 for these. It was part of a thrift haul that was, average price was $4 per item. And so these Vans are number 195. And they are right here on the top. There we go. Pair of Vans, old school Velcros, blue and white check. Nice. The next thing we have here, this pair of Nike Total Cores. Sold these for $26 plus shipping. Good pair. Number 306. I'd say these have been for sale for about 2 months. 306 is back here on this top shelf. I gotta find these shoes, are way back here. I actually had these in my bin of things to clean and list for like 6 months. It just took me forever to get them cleaned and then listed, and they sold relatively quickly. Next thing we have here is a pair of vintage Levi's 517 orange tabs. I bought these for $7. I thought I would get like $50 to $70 for them, but I did a closet clear out and ended up selling these for $31 plus shipping. So a good pair right there, 31 bucks. This is number J171. So what I do here is I have all my jeans hanging up, and they all start with the letter J for the SKU for jeans, or any kind of shorts or that sort of thing. And so we just kind of go down the list until we find number 171 right there. Pretty easy. We pull that out and use our step ladder. Pull those down, and we're good. A good inventory system is absolutely crucial for your business. Next thing we have to pick here is a pair of new with tags Aubrey bell bottom jeans. They're A Aubrey. This is actually a consignment item. A reseller friend of mine got out of the game and gave me bins and bins and bins of denim. And so I'm selling these things. I'm just giving him what he paid for them, which is $7. Number 154. We sold them for $20 plus shipping. We're going to number 154 back up here to the SKUs right there, 154. Pull the step ladder just a little bit closer. There we go, new with tags. The new price on these is $59 new from the store retail price, but we sold them for 20 bucks. Get them out the door, make some profit. We're quickly running out of space here in the office / warehouse, and so I need to move product quickly. I'm all about taking profits. Next thing we've got here is a pair of Converse, basic pair, gray Converse. Paid $4 for them. This was part of the $4 deal. We sold them for 20 plus shipping. Those are number 320. Just listed these. I've not even cross-listed them yet. These empty shelves are the shelves where we still have to fill them up with stuff with new inventory. We've got this whole bin here that needs to be cleaned and then photographed and listed. We've got this bin here that needs to be photographed and listed. We've got these shirts right here that need to be photographed and listed. We've got that bin up there that needs to be photographed and listed. This bin of jeans just got photographed and sent all my photos this morning to my listing employee, and he will take care of all that stuff today. And then we've got this pair of Timberland boots. This is a boy's size. Paid $5.50 for these. That's number 037. They paid $24 plus shipping. So 037. Looking through here, it'll be on this shelf. Where are they at? Right here. Timberland boots. Got to move some stuff. I think I've had these up for maybe a month and a half, 2 months. There we go. Good pair, solid. We did the twist test when we bought them, so to make sure that the sole was not crumbling or rotten. And then the last pair here is a pair of Nike Revolution 2s. They paid $27. That was an offer they sent to me. 27 bucks plus shipping. Good pair, and that is SKU number 211. This shelf ends at 210. So we're going down to the next shelf, down below. They're actually on top because they are a relatively newer item in the inventory. So we've got this whole mountain of things to package up and label. I'm pretty excited about it. Let's send this stuff out. Let's get it to the post office quick. Once I'm done packaging up all of this stuff, I'm going to jump over to the computer and I'm going to share with you some stuff about my spreadsheet. I've had a lot of people asking about the spreadsheet and they want to download the spreadsheet to use for their business. I'm going to give it to you guys today for free. So hang with me real quick and then we will get to the computer. All right, guys, welcome back to the video. The reason I'm making this video is that in past videos, when I showed my reseller spreadsheet, the one that I use to track all of my sales, all of my profits and my margins and all that stuff, I got a lot of questions from people saying, hey, can you make this available? Can we get this spreadsheet? And even though I briefly explained how to get the spreadsheet from my Google Drive, this video is going to be a little bit more in-depth to help you get that spreadsheet into your own personal Google Drive. So the first thing I would say is that you need to have a Google account and have your Google Drive opened. And so we're going to switch to my computer screen. I'm going to explain the spreadsheet, and then I'm going to show you how to get it into your Google Drive. It's super simple. I hope this makes a lot of sense for you guys. One disclaimer right from the beginning: this spreadsheet was actually designed and created and given out by Walter Blake Noblock on YouTube. And he designed the whole thing. He did all of the formulas. What I did is I went into the spreadsheet for myself and I tweaked it because I noticed that there were some things that did not apply to my specific selling scenario or situation. And there were some things that were not tweaked the way I needed them. So for example, some of the percentages for sales were off. So like seller fees were a little bit off. Also, he had it set up for Amazon. I don't have mine set up for Amazon. I took Amazon off and added some other platforms that Walter doesn't sell on. So if you sell local, meaning Facebook Marketplace, if you sell eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, those are going to be on here. Whereas on the original, it has Amazon plugged into it. And so I'm listing Walter's spreadsheet with the Amazon stuff as well in the description below. You'll see the link there. You can go and you can grab it from his Google Drive. I'm going to show you how to do this. It's very simple. And yeah, let's jump into it. All right, so here we are on the spreadsheet. This is the sheet that you'll actually get, and you're going to get it with these example sales on here so you can kind of dig through and see how these work. Let's zoom in just a little bit on this. All right, so let's start from the left side. What I did is the left side is where your item title goes. This is where I put the item title, whatever that may be. In this case, it's a lot of shoes and some clothing. Along the top row, that's highlighted blue because those are the fields that you are going to input information, and then you are not going to you'll input information there. You don't touch anything else after that. Anything that is in white or green, you're not going to mess with, because those are formulas that are already set up. So you see the item title, you have a SKU, if that's something that you do. I find that having a lot of inventory is difficult to manage unless you have some sort of SKU process put in place. And so for me, what I do is I use clothespins and I write on them a SKU number, and then I attach those to the items. And then whenever I list the item, I put that SKU number within the listing, so that way I can always keep track of where things are. It's very simple once you get it rolling. So that's your SKU. Purchase date. I don't really pay a whole lot of attention to the purchase date. I'm not really interested. I don't really care when I purchased it. I'm trying to sell things fast. But if you want to track that, you definitely can. There are some resellers that like to go and bring all of their stuff home from the thrift or wherever they're sourcing and input all of their information, all of their items into the spreadsheet, where they bought it, what it is, and all of that sort of thing. And then that way they can keep better tabs and keep track of things more closely. I don't do that, but perhaps I'll start in the future. But these fields, I left them in here just in case. Purchased from, you've got your sale date. I put in the sale date whenever I sell something. All right, cost of goods is how much you paid for that item. I generally just keep an average of, for shoes, about $5.50. Sometimes it's cheaper. Once in a while, it'll go a little bit above $5.50. However, the average price that I keep that at is $5.50. Jeans are about $7.50. And then for shirts, anywhere from $4 to $5. Shorts are $4. And so that's basically how I just kind of loosely keep track of that. How do you ship it? You can put this in here if you want to. The only time I ever put anything in here is if I ship FedEx. So FedEx is a little bit different than my normal USPS. Generally, everything's going USPS. If I stray from that, I'll put FedEx or some other shipping method in there. Price you sold it at, that would be your price you sold it at. shipping costs, whatever it costs to ship. So on Poshmark, if you sell on Poshmark without a shipping discount, then your shipping cost is 0. Just put 0. Anything else, if you sell on Poshmark with a shipping discount, like right here on line J3, I offered a $4.99 shipping discount. So that means I pay $2.12, they pay $4.99. And then it says profit after fees and shipping. You see this is negative right here, and then your return on investment is negative. The reason this is, the way the formulas are set up is that if your where sold dropdown is not put to the correct platform, then it will not update this. So that's a check and balance basically to where you won't mess up and forget something. So you'll see right here on the first one, we sold this one on Poshmark. So we'll say Poshmark because we paid 0 shipping. And once you do that, it immediately updates everything. So we bought these for $5.50. We sold them at $39, and we made $25.70, which is a 467% return on investment. Pretty incredible. And then whenever I click on this, you can actually see up here in the functions bar what that function looks like. So I would recommend, if you're not familiar with writing functions, probably don't mess with it. If you're familiar and you want to tweak it, totally go ahead. That's cool. I'm not super familiar. However, I can understand enough to kind of get by if I need to make a tweak here and there. So basically what this is doing is it's taking whatever platform you're on. So in this case, Poshmark, and it's multiplying it by a factor of 0.8, which is 80%, because Poshmark takes 20%. That leaves you with 80%. And then it's subtracting J2 right here, which is shipping, which is nothing. And then it's subtracting F2, which is your cost of goods. Now for myself, this is one difference where my personal spreadsheet is different than this one. With my personal spreadsheet, I don't subtract the cost of goods. The reason being is I take all of my YouTube AdSense, my ad revenue from YouTube. I take all of my affiliate commissions and my Udemy course proceeds. I take all of that, and that's my sourcing budget for the month. It's generally between $1,500 and $2,000 per month. And so I take all of that money, and that's what I use to source. And so then whenever I sell those items that I've sourced, all that money just goes into my bank account for living, for family. Like, that's my income. I don't take any of that money back out and reinvest it, because I want to ensure that I get that YouTube ad revenue, I get the affiliate commissions, and I get the Udemy course, my Amazon FBA course, proceeds back into my pocket. So that way there's no like loss of anything there, you know. Now I might change that in the future. So for mine, I don't have that minus F2 that is in all of these little individual functions. The minus F2 is not put in mine because I want to get all of that money back into my bank account. Perhaps as the business grows and we hire employees, maybe we'll start recycling that money back into it. But because I've learned how to make money essentially out of nothing, which I think is a very important lesson to learn. Figure out how to make money, create money out of nothing, and then use that money as your sourcing budget. Then whenever you make the sales, you get all of that money that you made out of nothing that was your sourcing budget back into your bank account. All right, so traveling down the list here, you see these are all unsold, so you would have to just go through and select what you wanted them to be. Let's say that we select all of these to be Poshmark, for instance. We'll just do this really quick for the sake of the video. These are all Poshmark. You see your return on investments over here. Let's select all of these. This is one thing I like to keep track of. And let's go down here. We want to change this bottom where it says sum at the very bottom. Let's change that to average. So the average here, if you took all of these, I guess there's 16 of them, and you added them all up and divided by 16, that's your average. It's a 341% return on investment. You can't get that pretty much anywhere else outside of this kind of sales that I'm aware of. If you know something that I don't know, please drop it in the comments below. The stock market is not going to return you 341% consistently. Real estate's not going to return that consistently. You're going to have to do some big moves to make that kind of return on investment. For myself, as long as I can double or maybe triple my money, I'm good with that. So I don't have a problem selling things a little bit lower than what maybe the competition is selling. I'm not saying undercut big time, but I'm not into storing inventory. I'm into selling inventory. So just pay attention to that as you go along. Now you'll see these horizontal green bars on every 10 lines. So because we start at number 2, 10 lines, we're at 11, 21, 31, 41. These are what I call investment lines. And so this is just something I do for myself. I thought I would leave it on here in case someone else wants to do this. It's super important that you invest in your future, whether that be retirement, whether that be stock market, cryptocurrency, real estate, whatever you want your investment to be, like diversify. So what I do is every 10th line, whatever that profit after fees and shipping is, goes into my investment account. So in this case, it's my TD Ameritrade account. And so that money is just kind of something to put away for the future, or another business venture. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe you want to invest in something else, another business venture. That is one way to do it. Financial advisors often recommend that you put 10% of your income away for the future as investments. I have a really hard time like pulling 10% out and putting it aside. And so what I do is just every 10th sale goes in there. Sometimes it's a $15 amount. Sometimes it's a $100 amount. But it works for me, and I can see that. And then whenever that's done, I just come over here to this line. This is M11, the M column, and I just type out yes. That way I know that I've transferred that over to my TD Ameritrade account. Up here, you see paid investments. So that's what that's for. Total profit. Now this correlates to right next to it. So these two work together. This is a function, so don't mess with it. This is a function that is going to calculate all of your K column. So profit after fees and shipping. This is your total profit. So in these 16 sales, we did $306 profit. Total revenue. This is your total revenue. This is also a formula, so probably don't mess with it. We'll highlight that green so you can see that. It is a formula, so probably don't mess with it. But that's your price sold at. So that's just your revenue calculator. It's just calculating your total revenue. And then percent of goal. I believe it's important to have a goal. And so this is one that you can mess with. That's why it's in black. Mess with it according to what you want it to be. But so what you would do is over here, where it says 0.51, it's 0.5% of reaching that goal. In the formula bar, you see it says 0.01 divided by that number. Whatever you want your goal to be, change that blue number. So if we want to say 10,000, right there, now we're at 3% of our goal. And then I would highly suggest just changing this right here. This part right here is not a formula. It's just text. So now you know percent of the goal, which is 10,000, 3%. All right, so that is the spreadsheet right there. It's very simple. What I did is tracked it all the way down to line 101. And so this will get you through your first 100 listings sold. After that, all you have to do is just grab and drag down, and then it pulls down the information. Same thing here. You select them, grab the little blue box with your plus sign and pull it down, and it pulls those functions down with it. You can also select, copy, and then paste it to get it further down. Up here, the reason I left these is because I want you to be able to kind of follow along if you need to. Now, if you don't need to, please go ahead and erase these. Select these columns, delete, select these columns, and then delete. You're good. Do not delete the G column. Do not delete the K or L columns because those are the functions and the drop down that need to be there for you to track your inventory. Okay, how do you get it to your Google Drive? This is the easiest thing in the world right here. I'm going to show you. Very simple. This is not a shared drive, because a shared drive is either collaboration, which you would be able to mess with and change my personal spreadsheet. And then view only is you could only look at mine, but you couldn't actually interact or have your own. So what you do is, now that you're open on this, I'm assuming you're open on it because you click the link, you're going to go to File and then come down to the 5th spot, Make a Copy. That's what you do. That's it. And you get it. File, Make a Copy, and then it says Copy of Free Spreadsheet for YouTube. Name it whatever you want, put it in your drive, and then do not select anything else. Press OK, and you've got a copy of it. Very simple. So this is open for whoever wants it. If you want Walter's original spreadsheet, you can definitely go get it from his Google Drive, it's the same thing. Just file, make a copy, title it what you want, and make sure it's in your drive. Do not check any of the boxes and press OK. Simple. Go get the spreadsheet, put it on your Google Drive, start tracking your stuff. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Be sure to subscribe. I'll see you on the next video.